Ah, here it goes.
This podcast is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Spoiler warning for whatever is in the title of this episode.
And now for the obligatory socials. Please like, share and subscribe. You can find the podcast on Twitter at HorrorPod69. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Slasher and Goodreads. Become part of the Disturbed community by asking for the Facebook group and Discord links. Send dick pics to the Horror of Babylon podcast at gmail.com. Support the show at patreon.com/the Horror of Babylon. In closing, you can let your friends know that the Horror of Babylon is available on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Audible and all other major podcast apps.
Ah, here it goes. Welcome to another bonus episode of the Horror of Babylon, where we discuss Kenan Kel, Two Heads Are Better Than None. I am Ryan. With me as always is Daniel. Say hello, Daniel.
Hold on. Gotta get this. I love orange soda.
Is it true?
Not really.
They never did that. They didn't do that once.
Not in the whole movie.
I don't think he said, "Oh, here it goes," either.
Yeah. We'll get to it.
Okay. I didn't have tier 2.
How y'all doing?
And speaking of, we'll get to it.
Hey, which one of us is Kenan and which one's Kel? Because that's going to determine. Because Hef is obviously the sister.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think there's a direct correlation between.
That's fair.
Yeah.
One of you is getting inappropriately harassed.
That one's probably me.
But who's not getting inappropriately harassed?
Well,
Our patrons.
it's not exactly true.
I was going to say no. I don't believe that's a fact.
But anyways, thank you to Abigail, the first breaker of chains, mother of dragons, and
Logan,
the full metal patron, and Ben, the fourth patron of hope, and Mia, the fifth, the rainmaker.
She makes it rain, yeah.
Oh, she makes it rain. And thank you to Sierra the sixth, the Keyblade patron. And thank you to Four Horsemen Comics and Gaming, who I was just harassing. I'll send you the image that I sent to Ron recently.
I love it. That's my phone background now.
But anyways, you can visit Four Horsemen Comics at the Morgantown Mall in Morgantown, West Virginia, Mall Robinson in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which I drove by today and did not stop at, sorry. And you can shop online at Four Horsemen TCG Player.
You can chop
Four Horsemen.tcgplayerpro.com. I've been up since like 5 something, so
You need a hug.
no, I need a sleep. I'm too tired. Trigger warning: 90s Nickelodeon, I guess.
White people.
Oh, because of the Shelleys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of all of the white people in this movie.
Including the Takamotos.
But they were black.
No. They're Asian.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
On his mother's side.
Asia's a big continent, so you know.
Yeah.
Our history with Kenan and Kel.
I watched it in the 90s a lot.
I watched it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the Nickelodeon live-action show that I watched the most.
Yeah, I was a Cartoon Network kid growing up. This, by far, was the thing I tuned into Nickelodeon for the most.
I watched all 3 of the Disney, Nickelodeon, Cartoon. I watched way too much TV as a kid. So
Same.
The vampire's a pure myth, superstition. I may be able to bring you proof that the superstition of yesterday can become the scientific reality of today.
Background: Two Heads Are Better Than None is both a TV film. I think that's wrong. I think it's season 4. I think it's season 5. It's either season 4, episodes 13 through 15, or season 5, episodes 13 through 15. It aired on July 15th, 2000, and it's the penultimate episode of the series, meaning it is the second to the last episode of the series. The series finale was actually, I believe, a clip show.
I think
Gross. That's depressing.
they basically, I think they should just sit on a couch and just go through like the various episodes.
That was the clip show era. Like, sitcoms don't do that anymore, but that was very common back then.
I never liked it, but
Well, they were the All That crew. Like that was like the kids' version of like SNL.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was directed by Michael Grossman, who who worked on other television shows you may have heard of: Charmed, Angel, Arliss, Firefly, Star Trek Enterprise, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Gilmore Girls, One Tree Hill, Eureka, Pretty Little Liars, and he directed the TV movie Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh.
oh, when are we doing that one?
Which leads me to a story.
There's a lot of stories, I'm sure, that go along with this.
So, I was probably a junior or a senior in high school, and I was at my dad's house, and my stepbrothers, who were elementary school age, were watching Drake and Josh. And I've never seen it before. I'm like, oh, what is this? And my dad said, well, you remember Kenan and Kel. And I said, yeah. He's like, this is white people, Kenan and Kel.
That's not a bad comparison.
Jerry slamming it out of the park as usual.
I don't think I've ever sat through an entire episode of Drake and Josh, so I can't really like correlate that in my head. But from the little I saw, yeah, it sounds. This movie was written by Kevin Coppola and Heath Seffert, who are writing partners. They also wrote Good Burger, Good Burger 2. They wrote episodes of Kenan and Kel, episodes of Kablam, episodes of 100 Deeds for Eddie McDowd, if you remember that show. Also,
Stripperella. Can we talk about that for a second?
Go ahead.
Do y'all know what that is?
Yeah, I watched it.
Of the things on that list,
It does kind of stick out.
What doesn't match?
I don't know what Cousins for Life is, but I'm guessing it's Stripperella.
I kind of want to find out what Cousins for Life is.
Oh, and he wrote episodes of all that also.
I'm Googling, hold on.
And this is a Nickelodeon
Yeah,
show.
that does not look like Stripperella.
I've seen Stripperella probably since 2004.
We need more shows like this.
I don't know.
Pamela Anderson.
And that's that. Another story in the classic, infallible 3-act structure. Good enough for Aristotle, good enough for The Simpsons.
Mr. Sislak, I have a feeling there's going to be one more act to this story.
Well, I'm not hanging around for that. 4 acts.
Structure and themes. Daniel, why don't you go ahead and just give us your reaction, general thoughts.
I think this movie brilliantly deconstructs black people's experience in white Americana.
I'm glad you think you're funny.
I want citations.
I always give citations on my YouTube videos.
I don't have anything. I just thought the white people were really funny.
Okay.
I'm just like, is this how we're all seen?
I don't know. Maybe.
I remember watching this for the first time when I was a kid, and this movie actually, I remember, like, blew my mind because they actually killed the people, like, at the end of the movie. Like, they're actually dead.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, they're actually dead. And that was, like, wild to me at the time that this was on, like, Nickelodeon.
I mean, I don't know that they are actually dead because the logic of the movie is that you can live without a body.
I don't know, but like, there's a slight permanence to it because they don't do anything further with it.
Maybe there's a transition period.
I mean, I know we live in a modern day and age where we need to accept that, but it's also one of those things where I just feel like a little bit of alleviation at the end of the movie would have told me if they were alive or not.
I was always just shocked that they actually had something supernatural in the movie, because when I watched it as a kid,
this was weird for the show.
Because I'm not going to say that the show was grounded, but it wasn't like there's a ghost in every episode or even shows up a lot.
From the network that brought you Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah, but that's a different show.
It was more sitcom-y.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. I understand.
So when they had an actual head, I thought, like, when they were, like, doing, what would you call it, promos? Or commercials, I was like, oh, it's just going to be, like, a dude in a costume. It's going to be Scooby-Doo. And then it was, no, it's a headless dude. And he actually cut people's heads off.
He is a murderer. Watching it as an adult is depressing. But at the same time, like, I've seen Good Burger. This is, to me, strictly better than Good Burger. By a fraction.
I didn't make it through all of Good Burger when I rewatched it as an adult, but I think I liked this more than what I saw of Good Burger.
I mean, I laughed. A lot of times it was at it, but...
I was both laughing with it and laughing at it.
Yeah, I think there was a good mix in there. I do think that it would have been better with a couple of drinks in my system.
Yeah.
But other than that, we've watched worse shit on this podcast.
Much.
Yeah, so I don't... Congratulations, Kenan and Kel.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Alright, I guess let's talk about characters. Chris is not in this, so I can just delete him.
Sorry, Chris. The Takamotos.
No. Let's not talk about them separately, because they're a pair. Kenan and Kel.
I mean, they're a comedy duo. You can't really separate them.
I mean, they've been separated for years.
I've never once seen them.
Only one of them is still at... Because I think Kenan's still on SNL, right?
Yeah.
Like, he does stuff on that. I do not know what Kel does.
He does YouTube videos about... Like, as I was, like, doing stuff for this, I somehow got Kel Mitchell into my YouTube algorithm, and my suggested feed is Kel Mitchell reacts to his top 5 quotes on Kenan and Kel. Kel Mitchell drinks orange soda.
Oh god, that's sad.
Oh, that can't be good.
That's like the third saddest thing I've heard today.
He was on
Hiya! Happy Easter!
They had him as a guest star on Saturday Night Live when they did a Kenan and Kel reunion show skit, like as if they were going to do a new, like a nostalgia Kenan and Kel.
I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah. God damn.
That's fun. Alright, we're not going to go through all of these individually, so what did you just think of the family, the Rockmores? Like,
it's pretty much what I remembered. I forgot there was a sister, though. I forgot a lot of the lore.
I just remembered that she really liked Kel. That's it. That's like the
I mean, that's her. I think that's her character.
That's her shtick. Is
Yeah.
just liking Kel. Yeah.
The thing that stuck out to me is, like, just like how obviously Kel is just like Steve Urkel.
It's
just like
it's kind of a Family Matters deal.
It's very Family Matters. Like,
Yeah.
he's just like the unwelcome kid who butts his head into like every family event they have, and he butts heads with the dad just constantly, and is clumsy and tripping over things and makes messes. The only difference is one is dumb and one is stupid.
One is dumb and one is stupid.
I've been up a long time. One is dumb and one is smart.
Would you like some coffee, Ryan?
I don't
It's
like
more of a
coffee.
90s shtick, though. Like, I feel like that works. I forgot he had a mom. I remembered the dad. I had no memory of the mom at all.
The dad sells frustrated dad fairly well.
The Shelleys.
They drive by.
Kill you all! I'll drive you crazy, and I'll kill you all! I'm every nightmare you ever had. I am your worst dream come true. I'm everything you ever were afraid of.
Let's just go to scary shit. All right, so we'll pull a Simpsons. What was the best joke and what was the worst joke?
Ugh, the ball of string is the worst joke.
I was gonna say the vibrating bed. Not just that joke, but a lot of it was very predictable, which I know it's of the time, but
I mean, it was also written for
kids,
dumb kids with baby brains. So.
I remember the bread joke. Of a lot of things in this movie, I remember the bread joke. And that kid, when the bread popped out of the toaster.
Oh.
Like,
ghost stories, not toast stories.
That killed me when I was 11.
So.
And listening to it now, I'm just like, wow, that does not land.
I thought it was hilarious.
I forgot about it as soon as this scene moved on.
It's so dumb. It was funny.
Milton Berle was funny, and the you're gonna stop at 11. You're not even gonna finish it.
Yeah, that was pretty good too.
That was funny.
Because that one actually, they purposefully annoyed you so that you could feel it along with them.
Yeah. Like, no, I'm sick of that song.
The guitar on the head was pretty good.
Yeah.
Only because I thought he was going to hit the dad.
No,
the Shelleys driving by them was pretty funny.
That was pretty good.
That was funny. Yeah.
Because that's a very oblivious white people thing. Oh, look at those helpless people. Hey, everybody.
I actually like the Shelleys a lot. I thought they were funny.
The sped up karate was pretty bad. Because
I thought it was funny.
Daniel was personally...
I liked it.
Well, I'm sitting there and I'm watching it. I'm like, they're not like... If they were doing martial arts move and they sped it up, it'd be one thing. But they literally are just like tussling each other's hands.
That's the joke.
You're reaching so far.
I love it when you get offended about this kind of stuff. He's so butthurt.
They're not doing anything.
They're not doing any martial arts in the Nickelodeon, like, martial arts.
Kiss me, fat boy.
Kiss me, fat boy.
What's the age difference between the sister and Kel?
I don't know.
Like, actually, or like, I feel like in the show it's like they're in high school versus I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like
she could be anywhere from like 10 to 14.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like
I don't know. That reason alone would be enough for me to not let this guy come on my trip with me.
It's also 90s Nickelodeon, and we don't pay attention to that back then.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kel's penis is flaccid from all the orange soda.
Is that what this does?
Yeah, if you drink enough of it.
Oh, okay.
Flaccid penis.
Get more of it, then it'll solve half my problem.
Koontz, it doesn't kill the desire, it just kills the ability.
Yeah, that's half the battle.
Oh my god, are you Stephen King? No, I'm Dean Koontz. Oh.
Daniel, what is your king?
That I got to drink orange soda tonight.
My king is Stevie Wonder chimpanzee.
My king is actually that I thought this was going to be way worse than what it was.
It was better than I thought it would be.
It could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse.
It could have been good burger.
Yeah, that hurt
mediocre
me.
burger.
Oh, that hurt.
Burnt burger. I think
desecrated burger.
It
Koontz.
was too long.
Not enough Milton Berle. They killed him too early. He may have been too old to do more than he did. Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, if he's on here for too long, he'll die. They don't want him to die on a Nickelodeon set.
I don't know how to say this without sounding slightly offensive. The blathering, I guess, where they would just be like, stuff like that bothers me.
That's kind of their thing.
It just annoys me.
That's what they've always done, like on all that, and yeah, it's you gotta be on board.
Yeah.
Rankings, Hef's first.
Why is it your number one?
Not even close.
I actually think it goes below the Call of Cthulhu.
It's your number 11.
It's my number 11.
Out of 24.
11 bottles of set on the wall.
Above Bram Stoker's Dracula and below the Call of Cthulhu. Okay, that's fine.
Recast Dracula's Milton Berle.
Yeah, we're going to put it right in between Beast and Frankenstein 1910. So it'd be number 70.
Your new number 70.
I couldn't put it above a Godzilla movie.
Alright, it's my new number 81. Above the original Salem's Lot miniseries and below the Pet Sematary remake.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know. Homework. If you were the Headless Knight and you found yourself at a Oscar night after party with a bunch of celebs in a secluded house in the woods, then you could have your pick of A-listers in their heads. Who would it be?
A-listers?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably Keanu Reeves. Then everyone would love me.
Yeah, you've always wanted to get head from Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. The beard would tickle.
Sandra Bullock.
Sandy B.
You'd be very pretty.
If you're going to say Sandy B, then I will. If you're going doing the student, then I'll go for the master, Michael Caine.
Oh, okay. All right. That reference took me a second.
Yeah. It was a congenial reference.
She has no right to look as good in that movie as she does. It's actually kind of wild.
Yeah, it is. And then on Thursday, July 25th, we are going to the infamous... We are watching the infamous sequel, Independence Day Resurgence. I'm sorry.
I forgot we were doing.
Did you forget or did you black it out of your mind?
Yeah, low column A, low column B.
And then on Thursday, August 1st, we are going back to the Treehouse of Horror of Babylon with Tweenlight, which is a parody of The Hunt for Red October. And speaking of some people who are worth hunting down, thank you.
Damn.
Thank you to our patrons, including Abigail the First, Breaker of Chains, Mother of Dragons, and
Logan,
the Full Metal Patron, and Ben, the Fourth Patron of Hope, and Mia the Fifth, the Rainmaker.
She makes it rain, yo.
Oh, she makes it rain. And Sierra the Sixth, the Keyblade Patron. And thank you to Four Horsemen Comics and Gaming, which you can visit at the Morgantown Mall in Morgantown, West Virginia, the Mall at Robinson in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You can shop online at fourhorsemen.tcgplayerpro.com. And if you want to see Ronald III Grampus at Christmas, you'll actually have to receive a special invitation to an invitation-only tournament. Take the boat that he supplies and go out to that mystery island, and he'll be the one on the mountain in the red suit with the Egyptian eye, and he's trying to get your Millennium Puzzle.
I like how we've gone from Kenan and Kel to Yu-Gi-Oh!
I love Yu-Gi-Oh!
I'm not talking about Yu-Gi-Oh!
Is that not what that is?
No. Oh, all right. Thank you for watching Kenan and Kel. Two heads are better than none with me.
I would watch it with no others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to watch it? If Jackie asked you to watch Kenan and Kel, you'd tell her no?
I'm watching The Boys right now, and it's at her request, so...
I'm sorry.
It's kind of a rough time. It's not I don't like it, it's just, like, it's one of those shows that, like...
I heard it's not fun.
It's not. It's not fun.
Yeah.
It's very good, but it's, like... I'm a mini rant. It's hard for me to sit down for an hour of a TV show when the subject matter is very heavy.
Yeah.
And she wants to do it back to back, and I'm just like, can we not just do one a night, please?
That's why I couldn't watch Breaking Bad. I
agree. 100%
Beck's
agree.
like, this is like... I'm like, no, I can't watch this. I cannot watch this show.
It's not even it's not a good show. It is good.
Yeah,
it's just a lot. It's in a very window.
Makes me unhappy. I want to watch something with spaceships.
Next.
I will.
I will not.
No, I will not.
I could read the book though.
Yeah, it's like 40 pages long. It's not that short. It's way shorter than I thought it would be. It's like this thick.
That's what she said.
It's
what this guy on this show I used to watch would say.
What are we talking about?
All right.
Love you.
Thank you to our patrons. Stay tuned for our socials and stay scary.
Stay scary.
And now for the obligatory socials. Please like, share, and subscribe. You can find the podcast on Twitter at HorrorPod69. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Slasher, and Goodreads. Become part of the Disturbed community by asking for the Facebook group and Discord links. Send dick pics to the Horror of Babylon podcast at gmail.com. Support the show at patreon.com/the Horror of Babylon. In closing, you can let your friends know that the Horror of Babylon is available on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Audible, and all other major podcast apps. Stay scary.